This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Tampa. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. After the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Vacates quickly left side. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going. Stevitcha. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Finds a man right side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Another throw for Mahomes. He's on the move. Kelsey makes the catch. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's Pacheco on third. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and... Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Chiefs lining up to take a shot at 2. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on... Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A final throw before the break. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, nah, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Jamison Crowder on the return. Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
From the red zone now. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. A touchdown.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. He'll throw it. Hauled in by Worthy. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. Mahomes made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Again, a run with Piron. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he's going to take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here.
Try another run here. They simply won't be moved defensively in the trenches. If you're scoring, it looks like it's going to be through the air. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So score this a win for the Chiefs. All right, Brock. 2 words for you as we wrap this one up. Mission accomplished. It's what you set out to do every week. Win the football game. And the guys did just that.
Yeah, and I think it was about confidence today. Right? It's one thing to think you can go get the job done. It's another thing to say you're going to get the job done. But when you actually have the experience of getting the job done, it just instills a ton of confidence for your team and in the building.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs, as with that, we sign off from Tampa. It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from SoFi. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Finds him over